Well, good morning. Welcome to IMI Motorsports here in Dacono, Colorado. Today is a very special episode of the Fast Lane Car because we are launching a new series we call the TFL Leaderboard. In this series, I'm going to give you my impressions about new vehicles, both sporty and not, and then we're going to hand it over to the former Stig and see how quick they are around our racetrack. Now, today's first contestant is this, the 2021 BMW 540i xDrive. A very important car for BMW and one that was recently refreshed with a bunch of new and exciting features. Now in the front here, we have a new set of headlights and a slightly larger grille than the current 5 Series, but luckily this grille isn't quite as big as like the 7 Series or the 4 Series. It's much more subtle. Certainly, we don't have that beaver teeth look going on. Underneath the hood, this one has a 3-liter straight 6 for 2021. They made this car a mild hybrid with a 48-volt electrical system. Horsepower rating 335, torque rating 332. And that little mild hybrid motor, that adds 10.7 horsepower, a very precise spec. It's actually a motor generator unit that's mounted to the front of the engine and is operated via a belt. Now if we come down here, this 5 Series is rolling on a set of the Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires. This is a 19-inch wheel. I think it looks really, really good. And then, of course, we've got the red M Sport brakes. Along back here, it's kind of unusual in 2021 to see a traditional sedan, but that is exactly what we have here. And you can see xDrive, which is standard on the 540i. Now, in the hierarchy of the mighty 5 Series lineup, this is kind of the Goldilocks. You've got the base 4-cylinder cars, you also have the plug-in hybrid, then you've got the 3-liter straight 6 in this car, and then going up to the top dogs, you've got the V8s, and then of course the M5. So, let's see how this car is from 0 to 60. Let's hop on in and talk about the interior. Alright. Now stepping inside the 2021 BMW 540, a bunch of changes in here, primarily the screen, a 12.3-inch iDrive system. It looks great, large and in charge, and it's just it's a good system. It's nice and colorful. It's much better than the 2020 and older 5 Series in my opinion. This one has this beautiful brown leather seating. It's an option, but I do like the diamond stitching and just they're so comfortable, so plush. Let's take a look at the sticker and find out how much this beast costs. So, the as-equipped price, $77,935. Some interesting options. The Driver Assistance Plus package, that's kind of the extended traffic jam assist, and then the the assisted steering as well. We also have the luxury seating, the M Sport package, which gives you variable sport steering, and the dynamic handling package, which I think Paul will love. That's the active roll stabilization and dynamic damper control. So for 0 to 60, this is where things get fun. I'm going to go ahead and put the vehicle into Sport Plus mode. There we go. And then if I turn off the traction control and put the drive selector into Sport, I can activate launch control. And by holding the brake and slamming on the throttle, let's see how quick it will do here at a mile above sea level. In 3, 2, 1, launch control active, go. Whoa, hard off the line. That is brutal. Wow. That was an impressive time, 5.02 at a mile above sea level. This thing takes off like stink when you activate launch control. It really has a powerful launch. So I'm gonna line up at the starting line here, and our secret adjudicator is gonna go ahead and time a lap. You're gonna see the amateur lap time and then the professional lap time, so you get a sense of well, how terrible of a driver I am, but also the everyman perspective versus the professional perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it into sport mode, but leave the traction control on because I do not want to put $78,000 worth of BMW into a wall, but I do like that launch control. Oh, but I can't do it with traction control on. Okay, secret adjudicator, I'm ready. Wow, this thing just takes off between first and second gear. All right, into the first turn here. Ooh, it's feeling pretty good. I do like this sport steering. I don't know if it has a lot of feel, but does inspire a lot of confidence. Brakes are excellent, very good brakes. Now, of course, the 5 Series has grown quite a lot over the years, and it certainly is a big vehicle. This current generation 5 Series is actually based on the same platform that underlies the 7 Series. But of course, it is smaller than that 7 Series. Whoa, really ripping it around here. And hard on the brakes. The little snow scrapers really moving around. I love the sound of a straight 6. I am so happy that both BMW and Mercedes have reintroduced the straight 6 back into the just the kind of standard vehicle market. You know, it's such a cool thing. All right, there's my 82 Mercedes-Benz. Don't want to hit that. Coming around hard on the throttle, not much turbo lag. There's 60, gauges are showing red, and across the line. Now the secret adjudicator will go ahead and stick his hand through the window, and we will be able to see the time. Here we go, 1:13.94, new track record actually. No, that is super slow. That is just horrible. So I'm gonna have Paul get in the driver's seat, and we will do this whole thing again with someone that really knows what they're doing.
All right, so let's see if we can do something about the lap time here. A lot of seat adjustments required. Tommy's tall and lanky, and I am the opposite of that. Sport Plus mode, manual shifting mode, bit of understeer there. Oh, hating that seat belt that tightens up. A little soft and understeery. This does have the optional suspension on it, which has the adaptive shocks. Engine's reasonable. Car feels relatively soft and heavy. It's 4,000 pounds, but it feels every bit of that, to be honest. Brakes are decent. Not bad. It feels a little bit soft to me for having, you know, the adaptive suspension on it, all that good stuff. Engine's reasonable, transmission's reasonable, a little bit of understeer here and there.
All right, Paul, how does it feel?
It feels okay. Yeah. It's a bit soft
Interesting.
to me, even with the, you know, we got the nice adaptive shocks on this and everything, yeah, and the Pilot you know, Michelin tires on it, but it feels a little bit big and soft to me. I guess, you know, I drove the 4 Series last time, and I think I'm comparing it to that.
Yeah, so what do you think you did in the first lap?
It felt like a 107-ish or something. Ooh. There we go.
Yeah, 107.66. All right, well, I'll let you do one or as many as you want, and then we'll see if you can get any quicker.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
See if we can do a little bit better here. That automatic seat belt is not fun. It just grabs you.
All right, Paul, that was a 107.20. So about the same.
That felt a bit quicker, so that was good. Yeah, I was just, again, just kind of anticipating on the second lap that it has more understeer, so it needs more trail brake dragging it in and all of that. Definitely a little bit of cold weather going on here. It's, you know, not super warm out, so I don't think we have a ton of grip.
Yeah.
But overall, the car feels good. I mean, it's nice. It's funny because, you know, you hear me say things like, oh, it understeers this and that, and you're like, oh, this guy complains about everything. But it's nice to be in a sedan, and you know, I hold them to a much higher standard than I would driving an SUV around the track, for example.
Yeah. Well, Paul, thank you. So there you guys have it, the BMW 540i X-Drive, the 2021. It's time 107.20. Here's what it stacks up to, at least in terms of our 2021 vehicles we've run around this track. And as always, a big thank you to IMI Motorsports here in Tacoma, Colorado. Check them out for all your track and off-road needs, and be sure to stay tuned because we've got more cars like this. Let us know in the comment section below if you like this style, kind of what you think of it, and we'll see you guys next time.